Assalamualaikum, just make a video. Not much to talk about really. Be faithful, and staying put. Whereas most people time travel, and it's no different if you're in the past or in the future or in the present. It's all the same because you're time traveling and you can time travel. But it's just stealing something from the Garden of Eden which doesn't really belong on Earth. On Earth, our purpose on Earth is to redeem our souls and then return to the Garden of Eden where we can get whatever we wish, where the all-seeing eye belongs. But Masonic Britain have taken the all-seeing eye from the Garden of Eden somehow, I don't know how. Probably in exchange, speculative gambling and things like that. Maybe something to do with the caveman. When the caveman first realised how to start a fire, he went onto the stock exchange and traded it for the all-seeing eye, or something like that. Whereas humans come from Adam, and Adam was created in the likeness of a worshipper of God, who worship God absolutely, mathematically codified, and not secularist lies, not secularist words of the uncircumcised, but divine revelations of God. Not revelations, but divine chapter of God, surah, titled The Key. The Key, and which you recite in the 17 units per day of Salah at different times of the day, from dawn, noon, afternoon, sunset, and night. And it's not too difficult to do. You have to observe the ablution too if you break your wuzu by passing gas or a sexual release or whatever it's called. Anything like that, and innovate on anything, I'd say. So I don't think my language is capable of being any good. All the thing to do is ridicule it and mock it, and that's what they've been doing. So those are the two sides. One is the evolution side, one is the creation side. However, evolution and creation, like consuming fire, reproducing water, equals mc squared, or 3 times 1000 in sequence. They all following Solomon, want to be like Solomon, have vast material wealth, have command of jinns, who can do their work for them and everything, and they don't have to lift a finger, and that's what they want. But our purpose is not to have command of jinns, but to redeem our souls by by loving God absolutely with our mind, body, soul, and heart. Um, so, so that's the explanation I have for evolution and creation. Evolution got to a point where caveman found out about the fire, but they're living in a speculative world of animals, which animals can do. That's why there is speculation of killing and 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 God is dead sort of life, where they're trying to trying to become something, and the only way they can become something is if they kill their enemy, and humans are enemies of 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 Satan, and animals are all satanic. Not satanic, they're still God's creation, they're animated, but to them God is dead. They're in a speculation. So their speculation reached a point where they went to inventing the fire, or not inventing the fire, but realizing how to build a fire, which the caveman did, and that's where they reached, and they exchanged that for the all-seeing eye. Whereas in the heavens, God created Adam, and Adam lived in the Garden of Eden. Adam was created in the likeness of a worshipper of God, the Messiah, son of David. That's why white supremacists don't like him, don't like humans, because humans are created in the likeness of Messiah, and Messiah was not white. And instead they say you have to use them, and they want to use humans and enslave them. So they have a caveman mentality still. They're not human. They're still thinking of begging, stealing, and borrowing, and instead of trading, and instead of trading, but instead of waiting and seeing, and being cyclical, and worshipping God, where there's no purpose. Worship is the best form of work. There you go. That's where the clash begins. When Caveman discovers fire, he says, how do you build a fire? You rub two things together, and it starts a fire. Whereas Muslims believe that Hagar in the desert was searching for water for his son Ismail, and Ismail rubbed his 2 feet together, and underneath him a spring appeared in Makkah. And Makkah derives its name from Makame, which means the station. So it's a station house, or station. Maqam Ibrahim is a place in Mecca where they say that Abraham left his footprint. I don't know if that's true or not, if that came later or something, but we still have the logic of, we still have the reasoning of the cube, which is easy as 1, 2, 3, mind, body and soul, and you go around the cube. Whereas pyramids, there's many pyramids in Egypt, and the tombs of dead pharaohs and their families and their dynasties, and what one does is climb up it and go to the top, and that's this hierarchical situation the Western world has believes in Egypt, believes in secularism, even though they know the coming of the important figures in life, in history. They deny them and reject them uh, because they disbelieve in God. They believe in secularism and arrogance and polytheism. This out of injustice, this out of being wicked, so that they don't have to accept the truth, only partially, and steal and try to win souls and buy souls, so that and contest the facts. So there's all these pyramids in Egypt, and they all point upwards towards stars or something, and whereas in the center of the earth, which is calculated as the center of the earth, in Makkah, there's a Kaaba, which means the cube, and cube signifies many things. It means the three attributes of God, the three Semitic religions, 3/10 of time, the three particles in an atom, the three dimensions of space. Those are the main three, the three classics, the three arts, and so we have the three stages of mind, body, and soul: faith, belief, devotion, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, future, present, past, knowledge of the future, power of the present, wisdom of the past. And it all goes back to the question, well, could God create a rock he could not carry? First question he asks is, what is it about the rock, and its size, its weight, its pressure. So you'll have to say, to lift, first you have to lift it to lift is like the sun, which means the size is limitless, and to carry is like the moon. A moon is weight, weight is infinite, and just to hold is like the stars, and stars are eternal. Not eternal, stars aren't eternal, but stars are everywhere, and it represents the pressure of eternal, where they're scattered everywhere in the universe, and the pressure of eternal means it's just pressure of eternal, like air, like water, food, air, water, everything of life, multitudes of creatures created through water, and food, the nothing of death. Food's source of survival for all creatures. All creatures need food. And air, the stamina of competition of stamina, which is like everywhere, which we breathe, which is interaction between animals and plants. So there's another 15 minutes now. Hope you could hear what I said. I didn't speak too loudly. I've got to read my namaz, and this is usually a sign for me that I'm doing my namaz, and I start writing or do something creative. So I better read it before it gets too late. Thank you, bye.